Hello friends, welcome to Ready to Solve channel. Friends, today we are going to learn about direction cosines and direction ratios. Let's find out what is concept of direction cosines. To understand direction cosines, suppose there is a point P in space which coordinates is x, y, z like this. Then if we join OP vector, then this vector OP makes angle alpha, beta and gamma with three coordinate axes x, y, z. So cosine of this angle alpha, cosine of angle beta and cosine of angle gamma are known as direction cosines, and these are also written as L, M, N. So direction cosine is nothing but cosines of angle alpha, beta, gamma which a line or a vector makes with coordinate axes in space. If in space there is a point P, then this OP vector makes angle with coordinate axes, and cosines of these OP vector with three angles alpha, beta, gamma is called direction cosines. Here our target is to find cos alpha, cos beta and cos gamma. For this purpose, if we join like this, then this is x and this is y, because coordinate of P is x, y, z. This is x, y plane. Clear? And this height is nothing but z. So coordinate of P is x, y, z. As we know, to find cos alpha, cos beta, cos gamma, we have to find out a right angle triangle, because cosines is defined in a right angle triangle. So we have to draw a perpendicular from P to A like this. This is perpendicular. So triangle OAP is a right angle triangle. In this triangle, OP is hypotenuse and OA is base. So in triangle OAP, we can find out cos alpha. Cos alpha is nothing but B upon H, base upon hypotenuse, and base is nothing but OA and hypotenuse is OP. Then what about OA? Since OA is equals to x, this is x, so this is also x. And what about OP? So to find out OP, let's draw another diagram. Suppose this is coordinate axis and this is point P in space, okay, and coordinate of P is x, y, z. Then this is x and this is y. This angle is right angle because x and y axes are inclined at right angle. We can see here, this is x, this is y and this is right angle. If we join this, then this is square root of x square plus y square by Pythagoras theorem. So we can join this, and this is nothing but x square plus y square, and this height is z, and since this is perpendicular to xy plane, so again this angle is right angle. Clear? We can see here, suppose this is point P like this is point P, so this is OP, okay, and this is P and this is OP. So this base is square root of x square plus y square, and this height is equal to z like this. If we join OP, then OP can be find out by Pythagoras theorem, because this is base and this is perpendicular. So what about OP? OP is nothing but square root of base and square of perpendicular. Base is square root of x square plus y square and perpendicular is z. So z square. After squaring, square root is cancel out. So x square plus y square plus z square. So length of OP is nothing but square root of x square plus y square plus z square. This is also known as magnitude of vector OP. So OP, magnitude of vector OP is also written as square root of x square plus y square plus z square. Okay. So in this diagram, we conclude that OP is nothing but square root of x square plus y square plus z square. So what about cos alpha? Cos alpha is now becomes x upon square root of x square plus y square plus z square. And this cos alpha is also known as L. So L can be written as x upon square root of x square plus y square plus z square. And this L is direction cosine. Now, in same manner, we have to find out cos beta. To find out cos beta, again we have to find out a right angle triangle with y axis. So, we have to draw a perpendicular from P to point B. Okay, like this. This is perpendicular, 90-degree right angle triangle. Okay. Now, in triangle, OBP, we can write cos beta, since this angle is beta and this is right angle. Opposite to right angle there is hypotenuse, so OP is hypotenuse, OB is base, OB is equals to y, because this is y, so this is also equal to y. So cos beta is OB upon OP, y upon value of OP is also calculated square root of x square plus y square plus z square. So cos cos beta is y upon square root of x square plus y square plus z square. Clear? And cos beta is nothing but m. So m is y upon square root of x square plus y square plus z square. In same manner, we can also find out n, that means cos gamma. To find out cos gamma, we have to draw a perpendicular from point P on the z axis, so that we can get a right angle triangle. Okay. To get a right angle triangle, draw a perpendicular from P on the z axis like this. Suppose this is point C. So this OC is equals to this Z. Clearly, this is Z axis and this is height, like this. Here, this is equal to height of this equal to Z. If we draw a perpendicular here, then this is also equal to Z. Okay. This is point P. This is point P, and we draw a perpendicular from P on the Z axis like this. So what about this? This is nothing but equal to Z. So OC is nothing but equal to Z, and this is right angle. So again OP is a hypotenuse. Then what about cos gamma? Cos gamma, base upon hypotenuse. Base is nothing but OC and hypotenuse is nothing but OP. OC is equal to Z and OP is equal to square root of x square plus y square plus z square. So cos gamma is equal to z upon square root of x square plus y square plus z square, and this is also n. So n is nothing but z upon x square plus y square plus z square. Okay, in this manner we can find out direction cosines of a vector OP. Now there is an important concept. Suppose vector A is given by xi cap, yj cap and zk cap. Then unit vector A cap is given by vector A upon modulus of A. Okay. So xi, yj, zk upon square root of modulus of vector A is nothing but x square plus y square plus z square. If we divide this, split the line, then x upon x square plus y square plus z square I cap, y upon square root of x square plus y square plus z square j cap, and z upon square root of x square plus y square plus z square. And this is nothing but L, this is nothing but M, and this is nothing but N. So A cap can be also written as Li cap, Mj cap, Nk cap. Therefore, unit vector of any vector is nothing but Li plus Mj plus Nk. Component of unit vectors are direction cosines. This is important concept which are frequently asked in different competitive exams. We can write down like this: cos alpha I cap, cos beta j cap and cos gamma k cap. We can write vector A cap in this manner also, because L is nothing but cos alpha, M is nothing but cos beta and N is nothing but cos gamma. So unit vector is represented by L, M, N. Component of unit vector are direction cosines. That means L, M, N, or cos alpha, cos beta and cos gamma. So if we have to find out direction cosine of any vector, suppose this is a question, find the direction cosines of vector this. So we can write, let this is a vector A, I cap, 2j cap and 3k cap. First of all, find vector A cap. So what about A cap? Vector A upon modulus of A. So I cap plus 2j cap plus 3k cap divided by square root of modulus of A is nothing but 1 square plus 2 square plus 3 square. So I cap plus 2j cap plus 3k cap divided by 3 square 9 plus 4 13 plus 1 square root of 14. If we divide this, split the line, then 1 upon root 14 I cap, 2 upon root 14 j cap and 3 upon root 14 k cap. And as here we can see A cap is equal to Li cap, Mj cap and Nk cap. So this is L, this is M, this is N. So we can write L equal to 1 upon root 14, M equals to 2 upon root 14 and N equal to 3 upon root 14. And this is our answer, direction cosines of this vector. Okay, we can solve this question like this: I cap, 2j cap, 3k cap. We can directly put it in the formula of direction cosines which we get in previous slides. L equal to cos alpha equal to x upon square root of x square plus y square plus z square. So we can directly put value and get the value of L, M, N from this. 1x, x is nothing but 1 upon 1 square, 2 square and 3 square. So we get 1 upon square root of 14. In the same manner, m is equal to cos beta and equal to y upon square root of x square plus y square plus z square. So 2 upon square root of 1 plus 4 plus 9 equal to 2 upon root 14. In the same manner, we can find n equal to cos gamma equal to z upon square root of x square plus y square plus z square, which is nothing but 3 upon square root of 14. So we can find direction cosines in any manner by directly putting in this formula or by finding out the unit vector. Both are true. Okay, both can be used. There is a question, show that the vector I cap plus j cap plus k cap is equally inclined with the axes ox, oy and oz. So friends, as we see, if there is a point P, then angle makes by this with coordinate axes is nothing but alpha, beta, gamma. In this question, we have to prove that alpha equal to beta equal to gamma, because any line or any vector inclined with coordinate axes with angle alpha, beta, gamma, if equally inclined, then these angles must be equal. So we have to find out basically direction cosines. That means LMN. Suppose this is a vector A, I cap, J cap plus K cap. Find out A cap vector A divided by modulus of A, I cap, J cap, K cap divided by modulus of A. Here coefficient 1, 1, 1. So modulus of A is 1 square plus 1 square plus 1 square, because square root of x square plus y square plus z square. Okay. So I cap plus j cap plus k cap divided by root 3. If we break the line, then we get 1 upon root 3 I cap, 1 upon root 3 j cap and 1 upon root 3 k cap. So this is L, this is M, this is N. So we can write cos alpha equal to 1 by root 3. So alpha is cos inverse 1 by root 3. In the same manner, cos beta equal to 1 by root 3. So beta equal to cos inverse 1 by root 3. And gamma equal to cos inverse 1 by root 3. And we can clearly see that alpha, beta, gamma are equal. Hence, alpha equal to beta equal to gamma. Hence, given vector is equally inclined to the axis OX, OY and OZ. Clear? In this manner, we can solve question. Find the direction cosines of the vector joining the point this and this. Friends, here two points are given with coordinate 1, 2, minus 3 and minus 1, minus 2, 1. So, to find out direction cosine, first of all, we have to get vector AB. And vector AB can be written as OB vector minus OA vector. Final minus initial. Position vector of final point minus position vector of initial point. Okay. So what about OB vector? Minus I cap minus 2j cap plus k cap, minus what about OA vector? I cap plus 2j cap minus 3k cap. If we subtract, so minus I cap minus 2I cap minus 2j cap minus 2j cap minus 4j cap and plus k cap minus minus plus 3k cap. So 4k cap. This is vector AB. Now we can find direction cosines of vector AB easily. So direction cosines of AB, vector AB, L equal to cos alpha equal to x upon square root of x square plus y square plus z square. We can put value directly in the formula. So what about x minus 2 divided by minus 2 square plus minus 4 square plus 4 square. So minus 2 upon minus 2 square 4 plus 16 plus 16. 16 plus 16, 32 plus 4, 36. Square root of 36 is nothing but 6. So minus 2 by 6. And this can be written as minus 1 by 3. So L equal to nothing but minus 1 by 3. In the same manner, we can get M. M is nothing but cos beta, and this is y upon square root of x square plus y square plus z square. So value of y is minus 4 and square root of x square plus y square plus z square is nothing but 6. So this is nothing but minus 2 by 3. So m equal to minus 2 by 3. In the same manner, we can get n. N is z upon square root of x square plus y square plus z square. So z is 4 divided by 6. So this is 2 by 3. Hence, direction cosines of vector AB is minus 1 by 3, comma minus 2 by 3, comma 2 by 3. So you can conclude here, hence, direction cosines of vector AB are minus 1 by 3, comma minus 2 by 3 and 2 by 3.